I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about how Corey Taylor, lead singer of Slipknot, came to enjoy slash appreciate Metallica's St. Anger album. Corey Taylor thinks Metallica's St. Anger album has some, quote, good grooves on it that are underappreciated, including the album's title track. But how did the Slipknot lead singer come to appreciate and to defend the oft-reviled 2003 album, Some Kind of Monster, or Saint Anger, the frequently hated making of which was documented in Metallica's Some Kind of Monster? He had a little help from Stone Sour bandmates. Okay, that's what Corey Taylor explained in part of an interview. Oh, let me get this pop-up out of here. Oh, so many pop-ups that emerged on Wednesday. Indeed, 20 years after the release of Saint Anger, Corey Taylor has admitted the lengths he went to fully appreciate the Metallica's Saint Anger album after Stone Sour's guitarist Josh Rand gave him opportunity to dive deeper into the songs on it, and Saint Anger came out during a trying time for the Slipknot lead singer. Corey Taylor defends Saint Anger 20 years later. When it came out, I was a raging alcoholic prick, Corey Taylor tells Revolver. When I listened to it, the mix kind of threw me off and I wasn't paying attention to the songs. I was kind of following the herd on that. Okay, wow, okay, that's interesting. Let me see. He adds Josh Rand, who was a massive Metallica fan. He got the deluxe version that had the companion DVD where he played the whole album in their rehearsal space. And watching that, I could hone in on the songs. I wasn't stuck on how it sounded. I could listen to what was going on, and it immediately gave me a better appreciation. What Corey Taylor thinks. Corey Taylor continues. Now, when I listen to it, I think a lot of the stuff's really good, and there are some good grooves on it that I think are really underappreciated. I mean, the title track is a mother effer. YouTube algorithm has changed a lot over the years, so cursing on certain videos will make this video almost one unmonetizable or two 18 and older. So that's why I'm not cursing. But you got to know the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, when Saint Anger came out, I was about 20 years old. I'm pretty sure I was working in the Virgin Megastore in Times Square in New York City. So it was 20 years ago, right? So I was just I didn't hear I knew a few songs from Metallica, but I didn't know too much about Metallica like that. I was only 20 years old, and but the first time I heard the album, I did like the documentary, the DVD. I thought that was a cool part. And I did like what's the song? Obviously I like Some Kind of Monster. That was a pretty good song, in a sense. I enjoyed the Saint Anger song. I loved the video. When the video came out, I guess they were like in jail in a sense, right? In jail. So I thought the video was dope. And then they have another song. It's called Frantic. That's probably my favorite song from that album. But I don't think I've heard any of the songs besides those three. So I don't know how many tracks are on that album, but I know at least three songs that I like on that album. I know when it first came out, from what I remember, people were like really, really mad. I don't know if it was about all the drumming, but from what I remember when I was working at the Virgin Megastore, what people were talking about was like specifically the sound of the snare drum. And I have no idea how I remember that. But yeah, I remember that's what people were like really, I didn't know, I couldn't hear it. I couldn't tell the difference between, the sounds and stuff like that. But from what I remember, people were really, they weren't really talking about the songs or the vocals or the DVD or, the documentary. They were just talking about like specifically the drumming or the snare drum sounds. But yeah, I don't know if the album is underappreciated. I know it's definitely hated as far as Metallica fans and things like that. But Metallica's gotten a lot of heat for a lot of things they've done. After they cut their hair, people got really mad at them. So, who knows what's going on with Metallica. But I mean, this is 20 years later. Metallica is still literally to this day still rocking out, still selling out crowds all around the world. So if this album isn't, up to par, who I think Metallica has done pretty well after the release of this album. But let me know your opinion of this story. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we had a story about the lead singer of Slipknot, Corey Taylor. Let's try to get there. This is about how Corey Taylor came to enjoy / appreciate Metallica's Saint Anger album. I enjoyed. I appreciate it too. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.